Hey, welcome back. Welcome back, Zach, and whoever else might be watching anytime now. It is back to the X-Men streaming. Now we're moving on to X-Men: The Last Stand, the first attempt of the Dark Phoenix saga, and possibly the best one. I still haven't, as I said before, I still haven't seen Dark Phoenix. I'm looking forward in a weird way to see if this one is better. We'll just have to wait and see. I'll give you guys a moment to get your own versions of it if you want to follow along, and then I'll be starting at the 2.5 minute mark. Let's put it there, and yeah, we'll say that for now. Yeah, so The Last Stand, I remember I was really looking forward to this movie. I was like, okay, I finally get to meet Angel that I've always heard so much about. Cyclops is very front and center in the poster. He's going to have a lot to do. Beast is in this. This is going to be great. We got Magneto doing Magneto stuff, so I'm just all on board for this movie. And I'm interested to see what elements hold up, because The Last Stand has a reputation for being the movie that, while technically probably the worst out of the three, has a lot of standout moments that by themselves are really good. Kelsey Grammer is Beast. We have we have some great fight scenes, choreography. The scene with the bridge and stuff, that's really good. But then it's also notorious for having really, really bad scenes. And it's going to be interesting to see where that goes from here. So yeah, I'm going to be starting at 2:30, so it gives you a little bit more time to get your. If you're like, hey, I just joined, maybe we'll pause and. I don't know if this was supposed to be the last. Like the title's weird. It's called The Last Stand, but I think because after this they wanted to make a whole bunch of the origin movies for a while, because they did X-Men Origins Wolverine, but they were going to do other origin movies. They were going to do X-Men Origins Magneto, which was going to have Charles and Xavier meeting, which I guess eventually formed into First Class. Then they were going to have other stuff, and so maybe this was going to be the end of the original X-Men trilogy, and then they were just going to dive into other stuff, maybe do an X-Men 4 down the line. We never got an X-Men 4, but we did get Days of Future Patch, which was a pretty good send-off to the movie. So, shoot, I should have started. I guess not. Okay, all right. Well, if you have your footage and you're ready to go, we're going to start at 3 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, I don't know about. I think there was possibly going to be a Gambit Origins as well. Maybe there was just the idea that they were going to make a bunch of Origin movies, but obviously this wasn't going to be the last one, just because Fox has to make an X-Men movie every few years, or else they lose the rights to it, and that's why we have so many X-Men movies. Oh, I didn't notice that this time it's like the comics in Marvel are just X-Men comics. That's pretty cool. In the Marvel logo. Yes. This is the scene that broke First Class because it makes no sense. This movie is... I'm doing these in chronological order. So this is after the second movie. But the movie starts out with a flashback. A flashback that with First Class makes no sense. Because here we have stepping out of the vehicle. Who is it? It's Charles Xavier. Da-da-da-da! He can walk. And who's he with?
I still don't know why I'm here.
His good friend Eric Lencher.
Say yes? Yes, I could, but it's not my way. And I would expect you all people to understand.
I mean, this doesn't make any sense because in First Class they broke up after meeting each other for a month. And now they're adults.
You're here because I need you. We're not going to have to meet every one of them in person, are we? No. This one's special.
Yeah, Cyclops did get shafted.
Yeah, the brochure is great. But what about Jean? What about her illness? Illness? You think your daughter is sick, Mr. Gray? Perhaps it would be best if we were to speak to her alone.
Of course. Gene, can you come down, dear?
Yeah, I know that I like to see my school people to be alone with my children. People, old men who I don't know.
We'll leave.
I wonder if this actress went on to do anything else. I always find it fun when kid actors turn into something else.
It's very rude, you know, to read my thoughts, almost to Lynch's, without our permission.
Well, this is interesting.
Did you think you were the only one of your kind?
We're
mutants, Gene. We are like you.
Yeah, Days of Future Past did fix a lot of things, but it doesn't make sense in the timeline for First Class. Like, it's fine for this one. Like, Days of Future Past fixed something that they got rid of this, but that's okay. But First Class takes place before the events of Days of Future Past.
You have more power than you can imagine, Gene.
So that doesn't make any sense.
Or let it control you.
"10 years ago." You know, it's funny. I haven't really seen a lot of this scene. This is a good scene. I mean, they don't do bubkits with Angel in this movie. But, yeah. No, I think I'm going to do at least one more movie after this one. But this scene, this kid is acting the crap out of this thing with him trying to cut off his wings because his dad is like a racist against mutants, so he's trying to like cut him off. It's messed up. Because he doesn't want to be disappointed in his father. It's messed up. But this kid does a really good job at the acting in this. In the scene, and it's.
And you.
Dad, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Okay. The effects have gotten better for going through the DNA and stuff. I guess they're clearer at least. It looks less that something you saw that was created on the Windows 95. But now we're out of there and into the lab. This doesn't feel right. Oh no! Now we're back. No wait, are we? There we go. Back into the DNA. The making of the cure. X-Men: The Last Stand. And does it end with the? Oh, it still does. Still ends with the Cerebro drawer. This does not make any sense. They made a danger room in between films. Don't get me wrong, I was glad to see the danger room and Sentinels, but it didn't make any sense. Oh, that effects was not as good.
The whole world's gonna hell. You just gonna sit there? Let's go.
I mean, this is actually one of the more entertaining fight sequences. It's actually interesting looking back at it now. This is almost foreshadowing. How dare he save his life? How dare he? I'll be doing probably... I'll have a quick break in between the filming of this stream and the next one, just because in between those two films, in between those two films, I got to film my reaction to this one. But it's interesting because, like as I was saying, this feels almost like it's setting up Days of Future Past. This is teamwork. What are you talking about, Storm? He throws him. That's a team. Sentinel Handle actually looks pretty good, but it sucks because it's a simulation and we won't actually see them until Days of Future Past, where we finally get to see them come to life.
Class dismissed. Hey, classes. Nice throw.
I don't know what Storm is all upset about. He told him to throw him, and he did. And they did act like a team. They saved each other.
Danger room session.
You know what I mean.
I'll line up.
Look, you can't just change the rules. It will feel like it. I'm trying to teach him something.
I taught him something.
It was a defensive exercise.
Yeah, best defense is a good offense. Where's it the other way around?
This isn't a game, Logan.
All right, you sure fooled me. Hey, I'm just a sub. You got a problem? Talk to Scott.
Last Stand is a masterpiece compared to X-Men Origins Wolverine. Well, we'll have to see. You know what? I regret this, but I gave X-Men Origins Wolverine a kind of positive review. I watched Brown Coat Eric's review, and he said something that got me thinking. Is like it came out right after this movie, and so people were already ready to hate X-Men movies.
You don't seem fine. You seem like you're avoiding me. I mean, something's wrong.
As long as I
and-
can't touch my boyfriend without killing him, other than that, I'm wonderful.
See, that's what I don't like about Rogue. That's all she is. But see, that's the thing. That also makes it seem like
Hey,
she only.
You downstairs. You didn't show
Ah, I don't like how they handle Rogue in this movie.
I didn't ask you to. No, you didn't. The professor did. I was just passing through. So pass through, buddy.
Hey, I'm on my way to be in Man of Steel, so I can set the record for being in 2 really disappointing superhero movies in 1 year.
Not everybody heals as fast as you, love.
I just want to point out that the dude who ruins Deadpool in the next movie also canceled Firefly. Yeah. Hey, if it isn't the best part about this movie, Kelsey Grammer as Beast. Doesn't look like anybody in that TV commercial that we saw in the last movie, but it's flipping Kelsey Grammer, it's flipping Beast, and it's flipping great.
The meeting's begun, sir.
Thank you.
To the point where all he has is one line in Days of Future Past where he's like, "Morning, Logan," and that's it. And yet,
Mr. President, have a seat.
we're all super, super jazzed.
Homeland Security was tracking Magneto.
We got hits in Lisbon, Geneva, Montreal. NAVSAT lost him crossing the border, but we did get a consolation prize.
When you get to Days of Future Past, will it be the theatrical? I don't have the road cut. I want to see the road cut eventually. But I'll just be using. I figured like most people probably don't own it, so I'll watch that on my own time one of these days.
Raven, I asked you a question.
I don't answer to my slave name.
Raven Darkholm, that's your real name. Or is he
Slave
convinced
name.
You don't have a family anymore.
Oh,
My family tried to kill me, you pathetic meat sack.
tried to kill her.
Okay, then, Mystique. Where is he?
Oh man,
In here, with us.
the effects aren't as good.
Games with you.
Did I not notice that before? It's like,
You don't want to play games with me?
You were going to stop this. Tell me, where is Magneto?
You want to know where he is?
Mystique. Still looks pretty cool. Well, he seems very unconcerned for that guy choking to death. No, the road cut is not on Disney Plus. Not that I know of. If it is, I'll do that. Yeah, we'll watch it all and we'll come and watch.
I thought that's why you appointed me, sir. Yes, it is. But that's not why you called me here.
No, it's what she stole from the FDA.
Yeah, enjoy Mystique while she lasts. You like The Last Stand? Well, we'll see how this holds up. We'll see. I'm actually interested to see where Last Stand will get on the power rankings, like what I will put above it and what I'll put below it.
Yes, I do. That's precisely why we need some of your diplomacy now.
When an individual acquires great power, the use or misuse of that power is everything. Will it be for the greater good, or will it be used for personal?
You know what? Patrick Stewart has such a great voice where you believe that he's sincere with everything he's saying as Charles Xavier.
Because we are mutants. For psychics, this presents a particular problem. When is it acceptable to use our power, and when do we cross?
See, here's the thing. I don't like these scenes where they just have a girl who has a weird power.
Einstein said that ethics are an exclusive human concern without any superhuman authority behind it.
Einstein wasn't a mutant.
I think probably they didn't. I don't know. Maybe just because they didn't do Beast until now because maybe they couldn't get convincing enough makeup. Moira McTaggart, this will be your only part in the whole franchise.
Now, what if we were to transfer the consciousness of one person, say, a father of four with terminal cancer, into the body of this man? How are we to decide?
Wait, why is her video paused? That is definitely a paused video. Storm doing something outside?
Professor?
We'll continue this tomorrow. Class dismissed.
See, I don't get what some of these weird looks the professor does. No, Storm is definitely making some weird thing outside.
The forecast was for sunny skies.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So it's always Storm messing up the days. See, okay, they got her eyes better in this one. The last film, they obviously had contests that you could see her pupils underneath or something, but they have her eyes better where it's like pure white in this, and I like that.
Magneto's a future.
Oh, he can control paper. Great mutant power.
We're not hiding, but we still have enemies out there, and I must protect my students. You know that.
Yes, we can't be students forever.
Storm, I haven't thought of you as my student for years.
He appears in the TV next to.
You might take my place someday.
But
Scott's a changed man. He took Jean's death so hard.
I mean,
Yes, things are better out there. But you of all people know how fast the weather can change.
there's something you're not telling us.
well, Xavier, what aren't you telling them? Do you know Jean's alive or not?
Hey?
Oh, Charles!
Is that the first time? Okay, that is the first time in all these films that I think we hear Aurora. I mean, maybe Charles has said it actually a couple of times.
Henry, you are always welcome here.
But I think that's the first time I've heard Storm referred to as Aurora.
No, though we have been making some progress on that front. Mystique was recently apprehended.
Who's the furball?
Hank McCoy, Secretary of Mutant Affairs.
Right, the secretary. Nice suit.
Henry, this is Logan. He's Wolverine. I hear you're quite an animal.
Look who's talking.
Look who's talking. That's a
You're
good
not
one.
gonna come get Mystique, right?
Magneto's not the problem. At least not our most pressing one. A major pharmaceutical company has developed a mutant antibody, a way to suppress the mutant X gene.
Suppressed?
Permanently. They're calling
Well,
it a cure.
Yeah, you know, I just realized maybe watching a movie about a vaccine that some of the population isn't really all that keen on, and others want to maybe almost force on others. It's not exactly the best movie to be watching right now. I mean, Storm is definitely a better leader than Wolverine, so I definitely think that when it comes down to it,
nothing more than a disease, a corruption of healthy cellular activity. But I stand here today to tell you that there's hope. And this site,
man, imagine the anti-vaxxers in this one will just be mutants who are just like, I want to keep my flipping powers.
ladies and gentlemen, I proudly present the answer to mutation.
Yeah,
Finally, we have a cure.
here comes the best
Who would want
meme.
this cure? A
I mean, what kind of coward would take it? Just
I mean, Storm is a little bit self-righteous here.
To save oneself from persecution.
Not all of us can fit in so easily.
Yeah,
You don't shed on the furniture.
you don't shed on the furniture. That's a good line there. And then Rogue is like, I don't want to kill people when I touch them.
I've heard that before.
Yeah, Cyclops can never get the girl in either X-Men or Superman. That's a good point. Like, man.
Did he tell you what?
is it true? They can cure us?
Yes, Rogue, it appears to be true.
No, it's not true.
No, Professor. They can't cure us. You want to know why? Because there's nothing to cure. Nothing's wrong with you. Or any of us for that matter.
How should we
I mean-
students respond?
I remember my brother Dustin had a friend who was an extra in this movie, and she was in this scene somewhere, and he was like pausing it like every 2 seconds or every second to see.
They don't know what it means to be a mutant.
Is this the same church from the first one?
Educate them.
And then like he got like a corner of her face, and he's like, "There she is." I'm like, "Oh, good for her."
You must listen. They won't take us seriously.
They want to exterminate us.
This cure is voluntary. Nobody's talking about extermination.
No one ever talks about it.
Oh, did nobody notice the criminal?
And you go on with your lives, ignoring the signs all around you. And then one day, when the air is still and the night has fallen, they come for it.
Excuse me.
Only then you realize what you're talking about organizing and committed. The extermination has already begun. Make no mistake, my brothers. They will draw first blood.
Yeah.
They will force their cure upon us. The only question is, will you join my brotherhood and fight? Or wait for the inevitable genocide? Who will you stand with? The humans? Or us?
I mean, Ian McKellen's still killing it. Hey, look, it's Spike. At least this
It's
is.
pretty tough for a guy in a cave.
Back off.
You're so proud of being a mutant. Where's your mark?
I have remarked once, my dear, and let me assure you, no beetle shall ever touch my skin again.
You know who you're talking to? Do you?
I'm a porcupine. Hey, it's this version of Quicksilver.
That and more. I know you control metal, and I know there's 87 mutants in here, none of them above a class 3, other than you two.
Class 3. See, this is what Brett Ratner tried to bring in. Is like, I'm trying to classify the movies, but it's like, this hasn't been a thing for 2 movies. You can't just start your own 3 thing. You can't just be like, oh yeah, there's these classes now and everything. It's like, no. We've already established what the thing is. It's like, yeah, I don't know.
Let me out of here. I demand that you release me. Do you know who I am? I'm the President of the United States.
Oh, Mr. President.
Shut up.
Why are you doing this to me? Let me down. I'll be a good girl. Please let me go.
This is really twisted of Mystique, but I love it.
Spray you in the face, bitch.
I will spray you in the face.
When I get out of here, I'm gonna kill you myself.
Yeah, right.
It's really twisted to hear that. I don't know what it is, but maybe it's because it's like higher definition and less in the shadows. I think that's it. It's not the makeup that's wrong. It's shot wrong. Like, it's not shot in a way that makes it look cool. Ah. Yeah, it is a thing. Hey, look, it's that woman who's in everything. But Talia Zora's aunt. She has such a great voice. It's so distinguishable.
You're in full compliance with your department's policy.
How long will you keep the boy here?
Until we can fully map his DNA, we can replicate it, but we can't generate it.
And his power. What is its range?
Yes.
Hey, we got
Jamie.
what game is he playing? Is that Zelda? No, it's Xbox controller. Although, that bugs me. Why is it rewinding? Sorry, everyone, pause your videos. Pause it. My Disney Plus subscription just automatically tried to rewind it for some reason.
He is a mutant.
All right. We're at 22:10. Everyone at 22:10. Okay, and we're starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Jamie, there's something I would like you to eat.
Yeah, Leech.
Hello there, son. My name is Hank McCoy.
Leech. Yeah, I've never remembered what his name was. Interesting that his fur just goes away. It doesn't like fall to the ground.
It's okay.
It's funny because his power is actually very similar to Rogue. And Kelsey Grammer is so good as Beast because he has this moment where he's just like he hasn't felt human in a long time, and now he has, and then he walks away from it, and he's like he doesn't crave it, but it was good to feel it for that moment.
Yes,
I'm going to turn off my controller so it doesn't do that again. Hey, we had Scott going back up to good old Alkali Lake. Look, they're in New York, and then they just drive to Canada within the same day. I live in Canada. It's not that quick. Have there been any other DreamWorks movies other than Shark Tale and Beam? Yeah, Kelsey Graham. I'm sorry, Amy. I'm only going to be answering questions about the X-Men movies. Yeah. Anyway, so Kelsey Grammer is just great as Beast. He's the perfect casting. I wish he got that's like the one thing of the original X-Men movies. He didn't get a good X-Men movie to really hone his chops in. Like we get the other Beast in First Class, but it never really feels like Beast. It just feels like a guy. This is the biggest FU to Cyclops fans. Like first, let's be real. Jean Grey did say that she loved Scott in the other X-Men movie, and yet she just kills him like he's nothing in the first time and has a hard time killing Logan. But I guess Logan can't be killed, but it's all messed up. Kelsey Grammer in the X-Men Legends game would have been pretty cool.
Jean.
Well, her hairstyle got a lot different while she was away. Is her uniform different? It might be the same uniform. I don't know. But I don't know. I guess the writers just decided to keep me alive after my really bad scene. Her hair has gotten a lot darker red. That's for dang sure. I guess they have some conditioner, some dye, and some stuff down beneath an Alkali Lake. I don't want to blast her face off.
Trust me. I can control it now.
You can what? Good one, Lucas. She is dark Phoenix, so of course her hair is a darker red. It'd be funny if it blew off her head and then he kills her all over again. Although I will say this, it's nice that Scott got to look at the woman he loves with his own true eyes before she molted him into nothingness. Like, look, we just see his face start, and now he's dead. I have to go to the bathroom.
Professor, you okay?
Get to Alkali Lake.
Yeah, Indigo, it's time. Finally time for the third one. At least they took a jet to get to Alkali Lake. Scott rode up there one day on a flipping motorcycle. Honestly, I don't think it would be too much of a thing for Xavier to have like a thing on his students, so if they die, he would instantly know about it.
Do you?
Hey, Storm, hey, maybe this fog, maybe you could get rid of it. Stop giving the Ice Age flipping questions. No, stop it. Indigo, you don't finish that joke.
Can't see a damn thing.
Don't you finish that joke. Thank you. Yeah, Spike did have a super speed thing, but I mean, he still has to like cross the border and everything. Don't you? You guys suck. Her uniform's a lot different in this. Why are there zippers on the side? What are you going to keep in your pockets up here when you're trying to save the world? At least they look like she can move in it. Oh, here's some new shades for me. I didn't believe it the first time I watched this movie. I did not believe that Cyclops was dead. I was like, well, obviously she just like blasted him somewhere, but he's going to come back later in the film. But what a stupid.
She's alive.
Plus, we get a funeral for Xavier, but we don't get one for Scott. What a BS thing. It's Jean White.
A mass of water that collapsed on top of Jean should have obliterated her completely. The only explanation of Jean's survival is that her powers wrapped her in a cocoon of telekinesis.
Yeah, I was like, what the flipping heck? Like, I remember being so disappointed with X2.
Only Class 5 mutant I've ever encountered.
Class 5. Oh, we're all saying the classes now.
Seated in the unconscious part of her mind, and therein lay the danger. When she was a girl, I created a series of psychic barriers to isolate her powers from her conscious mind. And as a result, Jean developed a dual personality.
What?
The conscious Jean, whose powers were always in her control, and the dormant side. A personality that in our sessions came to call itself the Phoenix. A purely instinctual creature, all desire and joy and rage.
She knew all this?
It's unclear how much she knew. Far more critical is whether the woman in front of us is the Jean Grey we know.
See, this is weird.
The Phoenix, furiously struggling to be free.
Yeah, there was no respect for Cyclops.
I'm trying to restore the
And Scott didn't become Superman. He was Superman's girlfriend's boyfriend.
What have you done to her?
Logan, you have to understand.
You're talking about a person's mind here, about Jean.
She has to be controlled.
Control.
This is the last stand.
Sometimes when you cage the beast gets angry.
You have no idea.
Here's the thing.
You have no idea.
He says, like, I tried to limit her power because of that she
You were capable of
split.
I had a terrible
Two
choice.
personalities.
I chose the lesser of two evils.
Well, sounds to me like Jean had no choice at all.
Did he create her personality? I remember people saying that makes it seem like he created her personality, but I guess I don't know. That doesn't necessarily add up for me.
History will be made here today. For the first time, the so-called mutant.
I can't say which was my favorite movie of the series because that's going to be on my ranked. I'm gonna rank them all. I'm gonna do that video after I'm done streaming all of these movies. No, stop quoting Batman and Robin. I will bet you need to go. Anyways,
Secretary McCoy going to be a problem?
Hard to say.
favorite movie in the series. I'll have to wait and see once I'm at the end of this, and then I'll rank them all, and we'll do that.
Good.
Yeah, your son.
You sure you want to start with him?
I think it's important, yes.
Okay,
How are you, son?
he does not have wings under there right now. I'm just saying.
I'm proud of you for doing this.
Well, I guess it's a trench coat.
I promise.
This guy, I mean, he has a good look.
Ready?
Okay, so we've all had our COVID shots at this point. So let's see how this shot compares. Well, maybe not all of it. How it compares. I didn't have to get strapped down. That's for one thing. The needles weren't nearly as big. Like, why did they have to strap him down? That doesn't feel like it should be a thing.
The transformation can be a little jarring.
Dad, can we talk about this for a second?
Wait a minute.
Talked about it, son.
They hadn't talked about it yet?
Everything's going to be fine.
Wait. I can't do this.
Warren, calm down.
I can't do this.
Yes, you can.
If you can't give somebody medical stuff without their approval. Those guys were just doing their orders. They didn't hold you down.
Warren, it's a better life. It's what we all want.
No. It's what you want.
See, okay, Angel's now going to leave here. He's not going to show up till later. And then he's going to do nothing for the rest of the film. See, here's the thing. There's a lot of X-Men characters. And there's a lot that you want to do with and have interesting arcs and stuff. But if you can't fit it into the film, just leave it alone. It's just, is he a prisoner? Is this kid a prisoner? That's what I want to know. Here's the thing. We never get to figure out how they got Magneto found these people out. Oh, that is just good. Just crush, gone. Crush, gone. You guys, I don't even need to worry about you. Goodbye. And just pull you off. Flip the truck before the Dark Knight did it. Yeah, these bars suck.
Told you so.
He was already dead. What's the flipping? What does the tall one do? I know we got Porcupine guy and Quicksilver female version. But what does the tall guy do?
About time.
I've been busy. Did you find what you were looking for?
Source of the cure is a mutant.
Okay, so that's why she got caught. I didn't remember why she got caught.
Read off the guest list.
Okay.
41205. James Madrox.
This one Rob 7 Max.
Yeah. At the same time.
At the same time.
I could use a man of your talents. I'm in.
I'm in. I'm not going to get any character development at all, but I'm in.
Jane Marco. Solitary confinement. Now check this out. Prisoner must be confined at all times. If he builds any momentum, no object can stop him.
Fascinating.
You know what's really fascinating? The fact that the Juggernaut isn't a mutant.
Juggernaut. I can't imagine why.
You can let me out of there. I need a pee.
Yeah, plastic guns would have been useful. Well, then again, they're in a metal car, so at that point, it just... Here's another thing that would have been useful. Making sure that they were dead.
I think you'd make a fine addition to our army.
That's a pretty bad scene. Yeah, they just incinerated him. Oh, this is a dumb thing. Mystique was your breakout character. Look, Magneto was already the biggest role. Xavier and Wolverine and all them were already breakout role. But this character, Mystique, that was your role. That was your character that you made popular. The movies made her what she was, and then you just threw her away like flipping garbage. Stepping out on the road. Like, look, at this point, when I'm watching the movie, I'm like, okay, this is actually pretty good. But then they step out onto this wrong foot, and I'm like, what the flipping heck? You got rid of Mystique in the first, what are we at, 30, half hour?
Policy is being made without me, Mr. President.
Oh.
The cure into a weapon was made without me. What happened on that convoy was inexcusable.
Yeah, Mystique.
That was an isolated incident.
Yeah, the Juggernaut and Charles are related. That's the thing in the comic books. And then he finds like this mystic gem in Egypt or whatever, and it makes him unstoppable.
And I worry about how democracy survives when one man can move cities with his mind. As do I.
That's true. They do have they have had technology that I wonder what would happen if you were a mutant that was turned into a human, and then the machine turned you back into a mutant. Would your DNA rejected because it's just going to its back normal state? That's actually that's such a really interesting point. Could they turn Mystique back into a human because she's? Yeah, Juggernaut could be a bit bigger. I mean, he's just a regular human size. At Deadpool 2, they get Juggernaut the right size. Well, it's a reverse. Wolverine's there when she's waking up on the table. My heart belongs to you.
Welcome back. Back where we first met. Oh, yeah. Your place and you were not.
I guess the movie points out that it's a reverse.
Okay. Yeah. More than okay.
You know what? I'm going to say this actress, so far at least, she's playing it okay. Yeah.
Oh, you're making me blush.
Yeah, Logan. I mean,
Reading my thoughts.
I mean, yeah, you don't, but you are.
Okay.
I think this actually is the most interesting Jean is in the movies. Like, look, they messed her up super bad and Phoenix super bad, but at least she's interesting as a character who is going through a bunch of trauma and stuff. And now all of her inhibitions are gone, and she just wants to try everything that she wants. I don't think I knew that about her character when I saw this movie originally. But I also think it's weird that he's like getting with her, and she's like scratching him and tearing her apart.
You. Yes, it is me. No. Maybe you ought to take it easy, huh?
You know what? Here's a question. Why did she make him take it? Why didn't she has mind control powers. Why didn't she just make him stick it in her?
You think he's not in your head, too? Look at you, Logan. He's tamed you. Where's Scott? Jean. You're in the mansion. You need to tell me what happened to Scott. Gene, tell me what happened.
I can get why some people might like The Last Stand more than the first X-Men, but there's a lot of bad in here that there wasn't in the first X-Men movie. Like, there wasn't anything in the first X-Men movie that I thought was really bad. Where there's a lot in this. There's a lot of really good, but it's a... You know, Xavier, for a woman who you think might be super, super dangerous, you sure left her alone.
Don't say that, please.
I mean, he should have done it right here.
All right. We can help you. Hey, Professor can help. We can fix it. I don't want to fix it.
I do like this effect here where she just like blows apart the door. Look, 2 movies of Jean doing jack with it.
The killer and the gun. I told you they would draw first blood.
So what do we do?
You know, it's like she's been doing jack with her powers for the first 2 movies, and now she's has the ability to go ape.
Come, we have an army to build.
Yeah, I think before I just dislike it overall, but looking at it now, there was a lot of subtleties and good stuff in her performance right there.
It's a mutant. Class
Are there any other Marvel superheroes you like other than X-Men, The Avengers, and Spider-Man?
more powerful than you.
British.
He knows exactly what you're talking about.
Okay.
Gene, what have you done?
Yeah.
I think she killed Scott.
What have I done? Where's your belt? Where's your pants? What are you blaming him for? What did you wanted him to do, Professor?
She's left the man.
Kill her?
She's trying to block my thoughts. She's so strong. It may be too late.
Wait for me here. What? I need to see Jean alone. You were right, Charles. This one is special.
I do like this scene.
Same as the professor visiting an old friend. I don't want trouble here, nor do I, Charles. So, shall we go inside?
Although
I came to bring
they're
Jean
acting like, what are you doing? Shouldn't they see him after they're
That's
walking
why
up?
no time. She needs help. Jean is not well. Funny, you sound just like her parents. Nobody gets inside.
But it is interesting to see Xavier and Magneto return to a place that they went the first time as allies, and now they're returning as enemies to help the same child. Boy, that water is pretty empty. It's just draining. Okay, it still says Gray, so is her parents still living here or not? I hope that Bobby's brother Robbie,
Of course. I've come to bring you home.
or Ronnie, moved here and she killed him.
You have a home and family. You know he thinks your power is too great for you. Charles. I don't believe your mind games are going to work with you, Charles.
So you want to control me?
No, he does.
Yeah.
I want to help you.
Help me. What's wrong with me?
Absolutely nothing. Eric, stop. No, Charles, not this time. You've always held her back. For your own good, Jean.
Stay out of my head. I'm going
I still haven't seen what the tall one does.
Look at me, Jean. I can help you. Look at me.
Get out of my head.
That's that you should listen to her, Charles. You must trust me.
It's interesting that line there is like, perhaps you should listen to her, Charles. I think.
Look what happened to Scott. You killed the man you loved because you couldn't control your power.
I think that's the first time Magneto's been like put flat in his butt like that. Yeah, Lucas, you're right. It's like he's told to keep him out of the house, and the first thing he does is throw him in the house. I got porcupine quills. Look at me go. Oh, I just smacked around by the girl who can control the flipping weather. Oopsies. Porcupine quill. Yeah, watch me punch you. That's a good scene, though, where he throws him out one roof and he comes down the other. At least he throws him back out of the house. You know what? Actually, the movie isn't as bad as I remember at the first start. But there is a lot of stuff that I don't like. Like, I still think Warren's stuff is all pointless. I think. I mean, so far it's actually okay. Scott's death is terrible. You know, you can fly, Storm. Don't be forced into a one-on-one battle. I remember thinking that while they killed Scott, they surely won't kill Xavier too. Archelitis reject Avalanche? Oh. Oh, okay. Oh. I do like that Magneto tries to stop her from killing Xavier. Like, he wanted to sacrifice, he was willing to sacrifice Xavier in X2, but it's not like he ever wanted that. Like, he never wanted Charles dead. He wanted Charles to just accept Magneto's vision. Hey, Xavier here getting dusted before it was cool. Yeah. Yeah, Xavier's death is still tough to watch.
Let it control you.
And he's just gone. And you're like, what the flippin' heck, Brett Ratner? And it's only like, first what, half hour, 40 minutes? Yeah, we never get to see the Firebird really in this movie, even though we saw it in X2. But I will say there is one thing that this does. It makes Jean Grey feel like she's unstoppable. You feel like, for a character you felt like she could barely do anything in the first movie, you feel like she's capable of anything. And I do like how, even though it didn't happen the way you wanted it, Magneto still looks at her as a powerful piece on the board and he needs to take her. Now, how many days pass here? Because they have enough time to make a flipping headstone and a funeral. Are these a couple of days or what? They just brought his wheelchair back and left it in the living room
We live in
and
an
dusted
age
it off.
a world full of fear,
Yep.
hate, and intolerance. But in every age, There are those.
You know what? I will say this is one of Ellen Page's earlier works, and I think she does really good as Kitty Pryde because she's not. Oh look, Maury McTaggart is here. She has more than 2 scenes.
A mission he never saw accomplished. It seems the destiny of great men to see their goals unfulfilled. Charles was more than a leader, more than a teacher. He was a friend. When we were afraid, he gave us strength. And when we were alone, he gave us a family. He may be gone, but his teachings live on through us, his students. Wherever we may go, we must carry on his vision. And that's a vision of a world.
Now, people always say how Halle Berry, like, after this point, now she's famous and probably won her Oscar, and now she's like, I want more stuff to do, okay? No more leaving me behind. We'll get to that, Jose. There was a scene earlier where they talk about a man who is in a coma and brain dead.
Mommy?
You okay?
Yeah. It's just.
Go confront your girlfriend,
in my
Bobby.
house. He was the one that convinced me to come here.
Yeah, me too. We're all feeling the same way, you know.
Bobby, we're not. Rogue and I. Yeah, I just miss home.
Hello.
For snow and all that.
Hi. I'm streaming a video.
Yeah, come with me.
Storm told us to stay in our rooms.
Don't worry.
Yeah, I'll call you when I'm done.
I mean, you can't walk through all
Love you too. Bye.
Come on.
Righty. So, yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Ellen Page and this actor, Ellen Page is a good Kitty Pryde. She definitely has a lot more range. We get to actually see her do some stuff. But I actually feel like her and Bobby have chemistry together that he and Rogue didn't. Like, for her, it was just like, oh, it's a boy. Where I feel like, you know, maybe it's because he actually does something for her here and they're able to have some fun and everything. But, you know what's funny about this scene? Is that now Iceman is gay in the comics, and Ellen Page is like, I think bi or something, or I don't know. I think she was gay, and then she was bi, and then she identifies as a man. I don't know. I couldn't keep track.
Need a lift, kid?
No.
Where are you going?
You don't know what it's like to be afraid of your powers. Be afraid to get close to anybody.
Yeah, I do.
I want to be able to touch people, Logan. A hug. A handshake.
And that's all my character is. This is the problem with Rogue. Rogue's problem is that she is nothing more than just her handicap in this film.
Maybe telling you to stay.
To
go upstairs and unpack.
She has her problem, but she never overcomes it. It never becomes more than I'm more than just my ability. You know, she's just poor me, poor me, poor me. And don't get me wrong, when you just start out, it's like, that's it, and that's what your situation is, it's okay to be poor me, poor me, poor me. But when it's 3 movies in, you're just like, get over yourself. Either accept who you are or get the cure. Just stop it, or I don't know, just get over it. I mean, I want to see her overcome her problems with herself and her feeling like she's inadequate. I want her to feel like she can move forward with her powers and be a better hero. Well, okay, let me put it this way. I don't think Scott cheated with Rogue. Okay, he skated with Kitty Pryde. They never kissed. They had a moment where he didn't pursue anything. Yeah, that's the thing. We never get to see the Rogue in the 90s cartoon where she was just like super happy, super over the top, and then had that sad side that she couldn't touch anyone.
I can manipulate metal in this. But you can do anything. Everything.
That's a pretty bad CGI effect.
Cheating. Enough. Enough!
You sound just like him.
He wanted to hold you back.
What do you want?
I want you to be what you are. As nature intended.
I think Magneto was playing a fast and loose there with these needles that could take away his powers. That's the most afraid we've ever seen him in this whole franchise, when his powers were being played with. Like, Jean's like, will I take him away? Will I not? That's good. Ian McKellen is always good in all of these movies.
Completely unstable.
Only in the wrong hands.
You trust her? She's one of them.
So were you once.
I stuck with you all the way. Would have killed the professor if he'd given me the chance.
Charles Xavier did more for mutants than you'll ever know. My single greatest regret is that he had to die for our dream to live.
See, I like that. Ian McKellen always kills it at Magneto. He's like, he had to die so our dream will live. He doesn't take, I'm beating the good guys. It's about how it's like, look,
So what now?
our cause,
What do we do?
we're still in this together, whether you agree or not.
We'll have to tell the students that they're going home.
Most of us don't have anywhere to go.
I don't want to go back to my
I
brother.
can't believe this. I can't believe we're not going to fight for this school.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I know this is a bad time. I was told that this was a safe place for mutants.
It was.
And it still is. We'll find you a room. Hank, tell all the students the school stays open.
I mean, you're going to have to look for some staff, and your curriculum is pretty hard to. Yeah, Angel, the only kid who can afford it. That's true. Rogue.
Hey, Rogue.
Rogue. Nobody even calls her by her regular name.
Hey, Pete. You know,
Yeah, she took off.
Sorry, I just love Colossus. All right, we're gonna see you walking down the hallway, but we gotta make sure everyone knows you're a strong guy. Here's a big TV that you can carry down the hallway as you walk. Sorry, that's just a small thing that I just thought was pretty funny. You know what? I will say this isn't as bad as I remembered it to be. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's good or anything, but
Where you go?
I'm having fun with the movie,
Just go on.
despite its.
She's not coming back.
You don't know that.
She killed the professor.
It wasn't Jean. Jean Nano was still in there.
Why can't you see the truth, huh? Why can't you just let her go? Because your mother.
Here's the thing. I always said how that Aurora and Logan had a thing for each other, and nobody believed me. And then in Days of Future Past, they have them kiss, and well, I don't think that's in the real version. I think that's in the road cut. But I saw scenes where they're like kissing or something like that. In the X-Men 3 video game, they actually developed it more. Okay, everyone, just hit the machine gun of the cure, and we're done. Oh, a criminal! Punch, punch, punch.
I'm looking for someone. Oh, I get it. Your girlfriend. I think she wants to care. She's pathetic.
I wish. I do like that these guys have like this, that they were friends and then he backstabbed him.
Same old Bobby. Still afraid of a fight.
Yeah, Nightcrawler would have been nice to have in this. Yeah, like, what the flippin' heck? You just walked away from a known criminal and you just let him blow up. He could have killed like 10 people.
So long as the cure exists, our war will.
Hey, Magneto's threats on Fox News. Big shock.
You will not be safe.
See, this is the type of mutant threat that we're talking about here. You know, they hate our way of life. They're coming after our jobs and our blood or something. I don't know. I'm done.
We're trying to track him, sir. We're working hard.
We cannot let him do this.
You know I agree, sir.
This is now a national security matter. Seize and secure Worthington Labs. I want troops armed with cure weapons deployed immediately.
Yes, sir.
And Trask, you have to find Magneto and stop him by any means necessary.
Trask?
Magneto wants a war. We'll give him one.
That's Trask? Wait, I remember that Trask was in the first movie, but I didn't realize that was who Trask is. So yeah, Trask is the flippin' big black guy in this movie, and then in Days of Future Past, he's Peter Dinklage. What a change! Yeah, we don't need a cure or a vaccine. Excuse me. Yeah, Trash looks a lot different. Yeah, the stuff I don't like about this movie, I still don't like. I don't like they killed Cyclops. I'm actually okay with it they killed Xavier. I think it's actually a good spot for it. Two steps and caught. What is this guy? Shooting rebar? I mean, you could kill him, Logan. It wouldn't be that hard. Okay, so we got super hearing. Yeah, why are you running away? You could easily... Yeah... Well, he was that far behind? Shotgun. If it didn't stop him in the first movie, it's not going to stop him now. Like, any scene that has people chasing Wolverine is kind of pointless. Dude, you have long-range spikes. Don't get close to Wolverine. Yeah, bats. That was I did notice that too. Like they had bats. Like, what are you gonna do with a bat against Wolverine?
They wish to cure us, but I say to you, we are the cure.
Well, he's gotten a lot more people, but then again, I can see why with this whole cure thing, it would galvanize people one way or another. Some people run from it. Some people would use this as a call against them.
We have ours. You will strike with a vengeance and a fury that this world has never witnessed. And if any mutants stand in our way, we will use this poison against them. We shall go to Alcatraz Island, take control of the cure, and destroy its source. And then nothing can stop us.
It's a little grandstanding, Magneto, but I mean, Dick Helen gives it okay. I feel like I would have someone following Jean the whole time.
I know the smell of your adamantium from a mile away. I didn't come here to fight you, smart boy. I came for Jean. You think I'm keeping her against her will?
I mean, this fight is always just so
She's
one-sided.
here because she wants to be. You don't know what you're dealing with. I know full well. I saw what she did to Charles. You stood there and let him die. I'm not leaving you without her. Yes, you are.
Yes, you are. Goodbye. Hey, the White House.
Okay. 2 minutes to rendezvous, Mr. President.
We have a different president.
We have a satellite feed of Magneto's.
I guess his message of, you know, we should make peace.
How did we find it?
We should make peace
She
with
gave us everything we wanted and more.
the
Hell
mutants.
has no fury like a woman scorned.
It's like, what did she do? She gave up all Magneto's information and locations and whatnot, and now what? She doesn't still go to jail? I mean, you still killed a person, lots of people, actually. You'd still go to jail, Mystique. Not a good plan. It's Toad. No, it's never Toad. I do like this scene.
Approaching target dead ahead. Set for 360-degree incursion.
Although it must suck to be that guy being like, hey, I want you to stay behind and get caught. I want you to have everyone out pretending like you're all of us.
We're green to go.
But then again, he didn't have much development at all. He's like, I'll join. And now he's like, I'm caught.
Okay.
Okay. I give up.
Sorry, Mr. Six.
That guy has like an interesting smile. He has a smugness I think that character has. Yeah, that's interesting. If a duplicate gets shot, I guess he would be able to duplicate it again, or I don't know. I think the main one would have to get shot.
100%.
I was supposed to get there. Because I don't swim.
Leave that to me.
Storm? Storm!
What are you doing back here?
Aurora! I forgot you actually had a name.
You found her.
Yeah, she's with Magneto.
Where are they?
They're on the move. I know where they're going.
What's that? You saw Magneto?
Yeah, gotta go now.
They're going to attack Alcatraz.
There are troops stationed on that.
Not enough to stop him.
Let's do that.
We're an hour in. It's not been that. Yeah, it hasn't been that bad. Scott's death has been horrible.
If Magneto gets hold of that cure, no.
Warrington has been super pointless.
And Jean, his powers have limits.
Hers do not.
I think Jean's actually been okay as far as the most part.
Yeah, we're outnumbered. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I wish they developed Colossus. I
You
mean,
lost the professor.
he's been like
We
pretty,
don't fight now. Everything they stood for will die with them.
pretty,
I'm not gonna let that happen.
pretty nothing.
For you. When we stand together.
I actually like this. This movie has the best uniforms because it incorporates their color a little bit into their stuff. The white, the blue, pink, and the yellow for Logan.
We're in. Let's go. They're ready.
Yeah, I know. But are you ready to do what you need to do when the time comes?
See, there's stuff like this. Is just like, are you ready to do what you need to do when the time comes? It's like now it's all on him to kill Jean, and it's like nobody's brought it up. It's not like the Avatar where they're like, Logan, you might have to kill our friend Jean. Yeah, Mystique's thing was like it's not like the movie is necessarily the worst in regard to the way it's set up and brought together, but there's so much stuff that just happens that we're like, we didn't want this to happen. Scott's death, we didn't want that to happen. Mystique being taken out pointlessly, we didn't want that to happen. Rogue losing her powers, we didn't want that to happen, and being pointless in this movie, we didn't want that to happen. But there's a lot of stuff that we did want to happen. Kitty Pryde and Iceman and Colossus finally joining the team. That's stuff we want to happen. Kelsey Grammer is Beast. That is amazing. We wanted that to happen. The Dark Phoenix stuff, like, look, the thing is, it's not a great adaptation of the way it is in the comics. It's not actually the worst it's not as bad as I remember it. This is the same game that other kid was playing. Those kids were playing the same video game. Yeah, I guess if Mystique should be Charles and Xavier's age, but that's not something that is another first-class mess up. I mean, this part is, though, incredible. Because this was when they were finally giving superhero movies some budget to work with. You know, Spider-Man 3, X-Men 3, they were like, these are money makers. Let's put our money into them. It's like some of the bad special effects later in the film are probably due to they blew it all in this one scene. Yeah, the Fantastic Four bridge scene has nothing on this. Hey, look, and he's doing it on top of the bridge. I thought he would have, in order to move something like that, he would have to go on outside of the bridge. You know, like Jean next to. Yeah, look at that one guy just jumping at the last minute. Or is it just me, or is the Golden Gate Bridge coming closer? No, there is no limit on size. Magneto has listed everything from the Golden Gate Bridge to a flippin' football stadium. I mean, I don't know what his upper limits are, if he has any. Like, he could bend the Death Star from the looks of it.
Charles always wanted to build bridges.
I forgot about that line. Charles always wanted to build bridges. Boom! That's pretty funny. That's a good line. Nuke it now. Yeah. I mean, why couldn't they brought in Avalanche and just lock the door? Like, okay, sure, honey. I mean, that's. But this is also good because they can't just get bombarded because they do have human hostages on the bridge.
The boys in the southeast corner of the building.
Let's take it down!
Yeah, we got some. Hey, we got a Nightcrawler teleporter like. I guess they ran out of ideas. I'm still waiting for Acolyte to do anything. I mean, he's not wrong. But here's the thing: are the needles plastic?
That's why the pawns go first.
I mean, he's not wrong. He's like, that's. Hey, maybe this guy's Toad. I do like that it's a battle. Magneto and them, they're all getting shot at, and he's like, look, there's nothing there.
Use your shockwaves. Target those weapons.
Here we go. Acolytes finally get to do something. All right. You know what? I thought that was a guy for most of this movie. He's finally got to say his line.
What about jets, tanks? Miss Magneto?
Yeah, I don't know. If I was in the car with there, I would get out and be like, yeah, let's go, and back off slowly. Try to blend in. Jeez, that's terrifying. Wait, since when could the Blackbird cloak like that? That isn't what the first one had. Why don't you just fry them all, Storm? I mean, this is a pretty good, like, stand scene. I do love, like, they shrink through the ground, so they go back up. Please don't do that again.
Everybody get together and hold this line.
Yeah, I guess they could have been. I don't know why that couldn't have been Avalanche. They could have used Avalanche. I don't know. Hey, at least it leaves room for the next X-Men movie to improve on some things when they finally do reboot it. I could see a movie where Magneto is like the hero of the story. I do the way they have Beast roll through this battle is actually really good too. Yeah, that's gonna hurt.
Not yet.
Like look at that Kitty Pryde. Like the fights are actually pretty good.
With pleasure.
Here's the biggest problem I think for me with First Class is that I don't actually care about a lot of the things. I never cared about Jean Grey. I don't really care about this cure. In fact, I remember really hating it because this thing chop. What the? We finally found someone who can heal faster than Logan.
Grow those back.
But I remember, like, I don't care about the cure. In fact, I really don't like the cure because then it's like I want my heroes to like their powers and to be great with their powers. To hate them just sucks. So I don't like that. Hey, look, it's the meme. I'm the Juggernaut. Beep. I would say, yeah, Pyro is second in command now that Mystique is gone because he's the one that's been around with him the longest. Worried about it. All right. Hey, Porcupine Guy gets to do something. Okay.
Going somewhere?
Oh, there was another one. There was an invisible one that was with this group the whole time. She was so invisible, I never knew she existed.
Girls?
No, don't hurt him.
Don't hurt him. Oh, Talizora.
Calm down. Everything's gonna be okay.
That is the lamest way to kill someone, through hug.
Thought you were a diplomat. Yes, I tried to there comes a time when all
You get that.
you get the point.
There you go. It's the way they animate Beast is really good, too. Hey, look! Guys! Remember Angel? Remember Angel, guys?
Don't worry, I'm here to help you. I'm gonna get you out of here.
I think he's going to do something.
This way. What's going on? Your powers won't work with me.
Who's that kid? I feel like I know him from something.
Stay close, okay?
I'm the wrong guy to play hide and seek with.
Who's hiding? Dickhead.
That's the best insult you can think of, dickhead. Oh yeah, here we go. Here we go.
I'm going to help you people.
Do we look like we need your help?
I mean, you might. You're a porcupine, though. And yay! What they got to save the guy that nobody cared about. Yay! Yay! They built Angel up in the trailers like he was going to be a big deal. It's really bad. Yeah, then she just fries her alive. Electricity. Jeez. So much so that her lip.
It's time to end this war.
This is a good combo thing, setting the cars on fire and sending them in there. Although somebody with a good, I was going to say sniper bullet, but I guess he'd probably sense that. Yeah, I'm guessing the women in the car that locked the door, they were like one of the first cars closest to the bridge, so they're dead now. What is Psylocke? Psylocke isn't in this movie. Cameron Bright. Yeah, Bobby could be doing more.
We work as a team.
Yeah, because we weren't doing that this whole time. If you're going to show that your team is disorganized, then you've got to show them.
You can take out your old friend.
Yeah, I guess I better.
Go ahead.
Have your rivalry.
Storm, we're gonna need some cover.
Okay, guys. You ready? Everyone grab their controllers. We gotta get ready with this. Because we gotta tap A really fast. Okay, it's coming up. It's almost here. The Invisible Lady was not Psylocke. Come off it. Psylocke doesn't turn to... Oh, tap A! Tap A! Come on, guys, you gotta tap A! Otherwise, we're gonna get back. Okay, this scene is going on for longer than I thought it was. I'm just gonna... Oh, there we go, Happy! Oh no, he's gonna get us! Oh no, he's got us, guys! He's got us! Oh wait, we're supposed to tap B. Okay, B. There we go. Oh, now that makes sense. Yeah, that Iceman CGI does not look great. I thought it was the coolest thing when I originally saw this.
Never learn, do you? Actually, I do.
I do like that. That came out of nowhere where it's like, oh, Beast! I like how he kind of throws it away as this. He's almost ashamed of what he had to do.
I'm one of them.
Like, Magneto looks terrified. Like, he just is killed.
This is what they want for all of us.
It's almost sad. It's like everything he believes in, and now it's just not who he is anymore.
It's over, Jean.
Oh man, that is. I love Psylocke, and that is what she was supposed to be. That one. Oh, that's terrible. And oh, we suck. I love how like 50 guys came out to shoot one of them when it looked like they had already won. It's like this scene though. It just evaporates all of them. This is a pretty good scene in terms of power. Why are you running out of inside? I don't know. No. Push that kid towards Jean. That's what they should be doing. Pushing the kid towards Jean and keeping them together. Ugh.
The only one who can stop it. Get everyone to safety. Go.
What? There's a lot of... No. Throw him first. Get him closer. Hi. Yeah, everything's just turning to Thanos dust. Oh, these three, dead. There, bye-bye, Psylocke, if that's who you were really supposed to be. My gosh, what a lame turnout. I mean, it's kind of true. Everyone's turning to dust. They're getting Thanos right here in this movie. All right. Come on, Logan. Put us out of our misery. I'm trying to get him out of his clothes again. But I know she's trying to kill him and he keeps healing, but it almost looks like she just really wants to have sex with him and he's just taking off his clothes. I know she's not. I'm just saying. It just kind of looks like that one. Yeah, I feel like this would have been great if we ever gave a crap about Jean in the first place.
Same.
Do you? Because you still have only had about 7 conversations with her, Ebola, that we've seen. I mean, it's tragic. But it's not. Like, it's supposed to be tragic. But it's really not. It's just like, oh, okay. Well, I guess he had to do that. So, yeah. So that's the thing. That's the thing. Oh, no, not Jean again. Yeah, they barely talked. Look at this movie. Oh, please, your love is as deep as a neighbor's relationship. Yeah. Your love is as deep as with a child's cup. Jean Grey killed. He just put a sign. She killed Scott Summers. Charles Xavier. The X-Men franchise twice. Yeah, I guess his pants. You know what I find funny? They actually filmed 2 endings for this scene. One where Rogue got the cure and one where she didn't. And they filmed the one that she got the cure.
I'm sorry. I had to.
And the reason I find that interesting is because it shows to me that the creators viewed her nothing more than the obstacle of her power. You know, the comics showed her as like, this is the obstacle of her power, but this is how she overcomes it and uses it for good. Where, you know, I would like the ending is like, here was the obstacle of my power, but this is how I overcame.
And the representative to the world for all United States citizens, human and mutant alike, Dr. Hank McCoy.
United Nations Ambassador.
Way to go, football.
Good for you. So, The Last Stand is a bit of a mess. There's actually in a lot of ways, there are some things that I liked better about it this time. I think I rewatch it. This is the most I like this film in all the times that I've seen it. I still don't think it's good. I don't think it's a great movie. But I don't think it's as bad as I gave it credit for. It also only goes halfway with things. Oh, look, Angel's still here. I forgot he was still in this movie. Magneto, probably the most wanted man in the world right now, is just going off to a park with a bunch of old geezers who definitely watch the news and are going to have a round of chess. But, alas, he has nobody to play with anymore. His one friend who would play with him all the time is dead. Or is he? Jack JK3. I don't know what you're talking about, Ryan, but and he moves it just slightly. I mean, I will admit, I was like, oh, okay. Magneto still has his powers. He's still Magneto. Okay. That means Mystique is still Mystique, and everything's okay. Good. Skip credits. It says, okay, let's see if I can do that. Just skip to the end credit scene. Here we are. This was the first end credit scene from Marvel. Moira McTaggart, you're back in the film. Good for you.
Hello, Moira.
And here's the thing, like, we never really get that scene resolved at all. We never get him being hello, Moira, really resolved at all. But I always viewed it as he did go into another person's body, but uses his psychic powers to make other people see him as the original Charles Xavier. Why he's still in a wheelchair, I will never know. I guess the guy he moved into was also a paraplegic. But of course, his piece is... What? What was Daredevil? What are you talking about? Indigo, I'm not even going to acknowledge your silly Batman and Robin stuff. Okay, so that was X-Men The Last Stand. It was... Oh, that movie. It's a mess in a lot of ways. Like, the Phoenix stuff is just thrown in there so sloppily. Scott's death is handled so sloppily. Mystique, they just butcher the character that they did the best. Like, Mystique was their Iron Man, you know? Like, Iron Man only became big in the comics after the movies, and Mystique was the one that they made super huge because, like, she was big in the comics, but not as big as this. She was huge because of this, because of what they did with her in the movies, and then they just threw her away like she was garbage, and that was lame. I know they maybe didn't have a place for her in the movie, I guess, but that it was still pretty lame. I don't know. It would have been interesting. What if Mystique was killed by Jean? Wouldn't that have been interesting? Like, Mystique just is killed by Jean, and like it shows like Magneto has to, like, not just sacrifice Xavier, but also his own people too, in order to get what he wants. Yeah. So this will be interesting to where it lands in the overall rankings, and it'll be interesting to see if Dark Phoenix is worse than this one, because X-Men Last Stand is a mess. It's not that good of a movie, but it has standout parts. It has Kelsey Grammer as Beast. It has the great action, probably some of the best team action moments in the whole show. It has some really good effects. It has some really fun moments, but overall, as a together piece, it doesn't work. It's just... So I'm interested to see if Dark Phoenix is just outright stupid or what. And yeah, that'll be interesting to see. Let's see if anybody has anything else has to say. Oh, Daredevil had a. Wait, are you saying Daredevil had a credit sequence? What was Daredevil's? I never saw that. Thank you. Anyways, let's we'll have to wait and see where this ends up in the rankings once I do it. But until next time, I am Lazy Dude, and I'll see you in the next one. X-Men Origins Wolverine. I gotta get through this really bad slump of them. Then I get into some that are okay. Then back to a couple of really good ones, and then we'll end off with Dark Phoenix. And I guess Apocalypse is there too. But anyways, I'll see you guys later. Bye. Oh, wait, that's not the end stream, but now I will see you later. Bye.